Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing something I've been wanting to do for a while now, is actually add more sound deadening or soundproofing material to the insides of my engine covers. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. You'll see in the continuity of this video, I've taken some decibel readings of the engine without any engine cover, so that would be like my baseline. And then I put the engine covers back on as is. And then measured the idle with the engine covers on, as well as at cruising speed or 2500 RPM. I took another register or measured the decibel levels as well. Now I'm going to put the soundproofing on to my engine covers. I'll show you how I do that, as well as share with you the material that I bought. And then once that's done, I'm going to put the engine covers back on and measure the same thing again at idle and at 2500 RPM to see what the results are. By the way, you can buy some very inexpensive decibel or sound measurement tools on Amazon or whatever, less than $20. But there's a lot of free decibel measurement tools, apps on your phone. So that's what I did. I just downloaded a free app that measures decibel levels. Alright guys, so I've got the engine going at idle now without the engine covers, both the forward and the half engine covers, and we're at idle. And this is this decibel reading that I'm getting. I have to stop talking so I don't record my voice here, so I'm going to give it a second. So we're at about 70 decibels. It plays around depending on the engine pulse, but we're looking at about, say, an average of 70 decibels. Again, at idle with the engine covers off. So now we're going to break for lunch. We'll put the covers back on and we're head out go sailing. And on the way we'll do another sound recording at cruising speed at about 2400 RPM, and we'll see what that gives us. And then after all that, we'll finish it up with the application of the preparation of the surface inside the engine covers and the material that I chose and why. And then we'll put the covers on, and then we'll be able to do a final reading after the soundproofing or deadening material has been applied. So stay tuned. Okay guys, just for now, since I put the covers back on, I wanted to take another reading at idle. And it's gone down about anywhere from 3 to 4 decibels with the engine covers back on without the soundproofing. So just the covers themselves cuts about 3 decibels. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the difference is going to be with the soundproofing material added on. Also, again, not just at idle, but at 2400 RPM or at the hull speed. So stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, so we got the engine running at 2400 RPM. And we're showing 76 decibels with the engine running at 2400 cruising speed. Alright, good. Hey guys, so we finished doing the recording of the decibels sounds on the engine at idle without the covers, at idle with the covers, and of course with the covers at full hull speed, which is about 2400 2500 RPM. We were cruising at about 6.2 knots in a calm seas and all that. So now I'm ready to add the soundproofing to the inside of the engine covers. So I wanted to show you the material that I'm going to be using. So I ordered these soundproofing pads. These are 3 layers. So you got the heat resistant shield, you got the sound absorbing material, of course, and on the back side you got the peel away sticky stuff. It was really well rated. I got this on Amazon. It was very well rated. I also got the heat resistant tape to go with it, so you can tape the joints where they're going to meet up. You'll need a roller as well. I'm going to use a roller made for like wallpaper, and I use a spray can as long as the edges are round, because I'm going to use that to really apply the padding to the surface once it's applied, so to make sure I get good adhesion. I'm also going to use this tape to make the joints, but also the joints around the edges of the engine covers, so that I make sure that it doesn't come off. So without further ado, I've installed myself on a table. I did put a tablecloth on top of my workbench so that I don't scratch the the front surface of the engine covers. So I'll go get the engine covers and get myself ready here. All right, so we finished. I took the covers off. I washed them with Dawn dishwashing soap to really get as much degreasing power as possible. Then I use acetone. You can use methyl alcohol as well to really clean the surface. And then I'm gonna just do a final with a tack cloth. Tack cloth, sort of like a sticky cloth. They use it mostly in body shops. You get this at auto shop supplies or large automotive retailers, and they're called tack cloths. And as you rub the surface, it picks up all of the contamination or any kind of dust particles that may be still stuck to the surface and all that. And you try to avoid putting your fingers on it afterward. I mean, I want to be able to put the soundproofing material so it's really adheres really well as much as possible. So you want to put all the chances you can on your side. So using a tack cloth is a good way to go. Okay, so I'm done with this. I'm going to go ahead and go get a few of the pads and we'll get going. Okay, so I've got a few of the pads with me. As you can see, these are the dimensions of them. So they're about, I think they're about 10 or 11 inches by about, I would say 14, 16 inches. There's the heat-resistant shield, the heat deflector. There's the sound absorbent. You know what? It's really thin, but apparently that's supposed to be good like that. And I peeled this off, so it's a peel away. So I'll just get an idea of how many I'll need and where should I put it strategically to make sure that my joints are as close to each other as possible with less wastage, of course. I don't want to waste it. One thing you want to make sure of if you're going to be doing this is your engine cowl or your engine covers. Make sure that when you have them on, maybe you're like me, you have an opportunity to reach in there and see just how much space is there to make sure that whatever thickness you add, that it's not touching anywhere on the engine. So let me get a couple of more things and we'll get going. So I gotta get one more thing. All right, so before we do anything, I want to see exactly what would it look like if I came up to here. This is the edge of the up inside, and I bend that over. It's very pliable, and I can do this, or I can come over here and I have a full piece all the way up the ridge and over here. So because this is so close here, it'll be easier to cut over here. So I'm just going to start way over here instead. Come on down over here, and I think that would be good. Then I'll be able to do that, add another piece over here, or I have a lot of them. I could do this as well. That covers me the whole side here with just 4 pieces, and I'll have the seam in the middle, and then I'll be able to do this side over here. I think that's the way to go on this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these aside. There we go. Okay, we're going to start with this piece here. Try to do as less wastage, but I don't like it when it's a small piece. I'd rather waste and go down the center, and then I can cut this part off afterwards, right? So let's start with that. Ooh, yeah, very sticky. Okay, there we go. I should have put a garbage can next to me. So now I'm going to go right in the middle, right up to the edge, about the middle, like that. There you go. Now I'm going to use the roller to get into the corner here, this corner over here. There you go. There you go. And I'm going to use this can. There you go. There you go. It's a nice rounded edge on the cover here. I'll be able to get into the corner as well. There you go. And we just do this. There you go. That should be pretty good. They say to go back and forth in both directions. I'm going to do that here. So I did the roller this way. I'm going to do this. And this should get rid of most of the air bubbles that are in it. And it's stopping the adhesion. I'll cut this off later. I'll do my second piece now. I should have got the garbage can. I forgot to get the garbage can. So now I'm stuck with that stuff. Okay. Again, I'm going to nudge it up against the first one here. And I'll be putting tape here where the joint is, but still I want it as close as possible. There you go. Nice. You can tell it's really sticking, and I can't wait to measure the decibel levels when I'm done with this. Yeah, that should be pretty good. There we go. We're gonna see. All right, I'm gonna do the other side. Put this in the garbage. Yeah, just check and see if you guys can see what I'm doing here. It looks pretty good. It's pretty good. So we're gonna do this. We'll do the next one. A little dusty. Yeah, it's really sticky, guys. There it is. And the roller helps you get really into the corner here too. That's good. There you go. Okay. Oh my God, it really is sticky, guys. Yeah. So around the corner here, get into that bend. The bend is not a bad thing. That'll be it'll be like my guide with the X-Acto knife. All right. Okay. Okay. Hopefully they don't blow away and I'll be able to use them. I wonder if I'll have to study that. I wonder putting a second coat, would it really make a big difference, you know? God knows I have the room for it. Yeah, we'll give it a try. Maybe. It would be okay with the rear engine compartment because I know I have a lot of room. For the forward engine compartment, I'm afraid that maybe, I'm not sure, but I think I'd be too close to the fan belt. So the way to cut it is you really got to hold it on an angle. You really got to hold it on an angle and not like that, and it seems to do a good job that way. There we go. Oh. So as you can see, it's really thick. I'm just gonna, oh no. Okay, there you go. I'm just gonna get rid of these here. And, there's enough to go around anyways. I think I'm gonna have to clean some of this stuff up, but I'll be putting that tape on the joints here along the edges as well. So I'll clean this up and then we'll get going. So let me finish this part over here and then I'll show you the end results, okay? So I just finished doing the front engine cover. I completely ran out of tape, guys. So I did the whole roll on this one and the rear cover. and I'm just missing this piece over here, and I would like to do a piece here. So just to let you know, I'll put a link on this description about the soundproofing material that I bought on Amazon, as well as the roll of tape. That way you'll know how much I used, and maybe you guys will just order 2 rolls instead of just 1 roll. So that's it for now. So it looks pretty good. I'm very pleased with it. And then I'll this weekend I'll go to the club and put it in the boat and let you guys know how it all went. All right, guys. So I completed, as you saw, applying all the soundproofing. So let me show you what it finally looks like on the front cover. Let me just turn my camera over. And there you go. So that's the front cowl or engine cover. So I actually put 1 layer. There's 1 layer of this soundproofing because I was just concerned about the distance away from the pulley, the front of the engine, as you will see right there. On the back one, unfortunately, I've already installed it, but you can see in the back that, you can see in the back that I've installed it. Now, I had a lot more clearance there, so I actually added, can you see it back there in the chrome? Yeah. So I actually added 2 layers on the back engine cover and all that. So now I'm going to put the front cover on, start the engine, take a measurement at idle, and then take another one at 2500 RPM, at cruising speed basically. So let me get the cover on. Hi guys, I just remembered that I forgot to film the last part of this video, so bear with me. I'll show you the results. So hold on, let me reverse my camera here. Okay, there you go. So there are the results right there. So after you'll see that. So I checked I checked it at idle without the cover. So that's basically the noise the engine makes when there's nothing around it. Then the cover's on without the soundproofing. I'm at 69. So there's about a 3.5 decibel difference. And then before, with the covers on, no soundproofing, my engine at 2400 RPM. At 73.3. And here's the results after the soundproofing. So at idle, I got a reduction of 5 decibel. And at cruising speed 2400, I got a difference, an improvement, if you will, of 3 decibels. And those are the readings right there. So as you can see, in the cabin covers on at 2400, that before the soundproofing, and there's the one after the soundproofing. So I hope you guys liked that video. If you did, please like, please follow, and by all means share with some friends. Thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy your sailing season.